What's it like to not be Asian in Korea, and do they treat you any differently?
Well, I think it's pretty clear that we're treated differently because we stand out a lot.
We do look very different. Korea has a very homogenous society. Not to say that everybody looks the same, but the majority of people do have dark hair and dark eyes here.
And Simon's, red chicken head sticks out.
Like a man.
Yes, and my blue eyes and blonde hair tend to stick out a bit. So we do get a lot of things like
외국인.
Oh, 미국 사람. Oh, 아니요, 캐나다 사람이에요.
And at first it's a little bit uncomfortable for us because I'm not used to people constantly pointing me out and saying that I'm a foreigner, that I'm different. Like, we're from Toronto, and it's not like in Toronto I would ever point to somebody and say, oh look, that's a foreigner. Oh look, that's an immigrant. Oh look, that person's different, because everybody's a part of Toronto. Everybody's different. But here we really do feel like we're outsiders.
And to be fair, Korea's pretty new to having foreigners in their country, so some people will react with shock. They really honestly have never seen blue eyes in person. And other people, they don't care. They'll just walk past you like, so what? It's a foreigner.
So it's not like we get it from every single person, but every once in a while you will hear somebody point us out and say, 외국인.
Now what's funny about that is that since we can understand Korean, we usually try to combat that by saying something different. So if someone says oh, it's a 외국인, we usually go,
it's a Korean!
한국 사람!
What are all the Koreans doing here?
Oh. Now, because some people haven't really been around foreigners, there are some insensitive moments that we've experienced. Yeah.
So we do have friends who are a little bit overweight, and they have experiences in which Korean people are like, oh, you are fat. Look at you. You are fat. Why are you fat?
Yeah.
You are fat.
Is that really
are you fat? Fat. Fat, 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 fat. Fatty, 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 fat, fat, fat.
Not going in the video at all.
Okay. Or we do have some friends who are of darker skin, and Korean people are like, oh, your skin is dark. Can I touch it? Can I touch your hair, for example? And that's not really polite, but it's still a novelty to them. So a lot of Korean people who do act this way, they just don't know that they're doing something wrong. They're not being racist about it. They're just genuinely intrigued, it seems.
We kind of feel like when you're an English teacher in Korea, it should be your job not just to teach English, but also to teach these kind of things out of your students.
To be a bit of a cultural ambassador.
Yeah.
Now, for the more grievous cultural insensitivities, we tend to notice this more with the older generations than the younger generations.
The grandfathers and the grandmothers.
But that's the same in most countries, right? It's usually you sometimes have the racist grandmother.
Racist grandmother.
Hi there, racist grandma. What'd you say about black people?
Hey,
oh
you,
no!
Get off my lawn!
Actually, I have a funny story about this. I remember when we first came to Korea and I couldn't read or understand or speak Korean. I really wanted to try some Korean street food, so I went to this one angry-looking Korean lady.
I remember this.
Yes, because I really wanted some tteokbokki. So I go to her and I say, one, please. And she looks at me and she goes, and I'm like, what just happened? No, I have money. Here, I'll show you money. Please give me some street food. And she looks at me again and she goes,
and she just walks away from us.
She walks away and she poo-poos me away, and I think to myself, did I just experience racism? Inconceivable! So then afterwards we came back with one of our Korean co-teachers because I said, I really want to try the street food.
And we're determined to figure out why she won't sell to us.
Yes, we want to figure this out. So we go with our Korean friend, and the Korean friend is talking to this lady, and the lady said that she thought that her street food is too spicy for foreigners, and she's worried that we won't be able to handle it and that we will die. And I said, nah, I love spicy food, give it to me, I can handle it. So I bought some of this street food. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take this home and eat it. And turns out that she was dead right. We almost died from eating that food.
This is the demon tteokbokki. We love spicy food.
Yes.
Okay? But this is called bull, fire tteokbokki.
Yes.
It is intensely, unbelievably horrible. So I think our final comment is, if you visit Korea and you find that people are looking and glancing at you, don't take it too personally. It's not a negative thing.
And just imagine if you saw somebody in your city that had green hair and purple eyes, and you might think, oh, this person looks different, and you might look at them a little bit more than usual. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're being racist towards them. It just means that you're a little bit curious about it. So that's it for this week's TLDR. If there's a question you want us to answer for next week's TLDR, leave your question in the Google Moderator page.
Or you can take a look at the questions already asked, and you can vote them up or vote them down, and we'll answer them next week.
It is so freaking hot in our house.
It is. Our air conditioner's broken.
I'm sweating so much.
Touch me with his sweaty, gross hands!